Hey, what's going on, guys? P.Quinn here, hopping on the P.Quinn official YouTube channel to bring you some news. So, I've recently privated my best Pokemon card series due to the fact that the cards, it's not due to the fact that the quality's bad, it's due to the fact that I accidentally deleted one of the episodes that I had not released yet, and because of my stupidity, I would have had to go back, catalog all the stuff that would have been in that episode, and reshoot it. Do all of that for a 6-minute YouTube video, and I just decided, you know what, heck it, I'm just gonna private all those videos and do a live stream for them, so hopefully you guys enjoy the stream. So starting off the stream, we have an Executor, Secret Rare from the XY Evolution set. I do love the artwork. It does look very hand-drawn, but very polished at the same time. Gives it a lovely cartoon aesthetic. And the cartoon in the corner also is very charming. Next card we have is Duskmane Necrozma from the tin that I did film for the channel, and it has been saved, and it will be coming out on the channel sometime soon. These next two cards were featured in a 1-pack blister of Flashfire, which I also filmed and will be posted in the near future. This right here is a Dusk Noir holographic card. I feature this because basically any card that's featured in a box or a blister, I put in. If it's not a promo, I still consider it a feature card, especially if it's foil, I put it in. Then we have a Siglif. I do not know how to pronounce that Pokemon name. That is very evident if you watch my opening Pokemon Cards Illuminati Confirmed video. I don't know any Pokemon names. Next card is a Malamar promo from a Build and Battle kit, also known as a Forbidden Light pre-release kit. Not much to say about this one because Malamar is not one of my favorite Pokemon. But I will commend it for having the set logo in the corner. Makes it stand out to the abundance of other promos in my collection. Next we have my first break card, Stormy Break. This one is rather bland and empty, it feels like, although we do get an abundance of that lovely disco ball pattern. I am very, very, very upset at the fact that breaks were discontinued after only 3 sets of appearing Breakpoint, Breakthrough, and XY evolutions. But then, of course, we got Prism cards, so I can't really complain there. Next, we have Ninetales Break. This is actually a really good break. I love the poofiness of the tail, makes the artwork stand out. Next, we have my favorite break because of the colors, Noivern Break. Now, Noivern here is special to me because of the colors. I love the gold and black or dark gray, whatever you want to call it. Though Noivern is not one of the top Pokemon I would think of, the card's design makes this one of my favorite. Next we have a Nidoking break. I will say this, the green around him is very interesting, and is a rather nice touch when you consider most appearances of Nidoking don't really stand out that much. Nidoking and Nidoqueen are very similar in design, at least to me. I've definitely confused them several times before, but that may just be me being stupid. Still a great card though, and I'm happy I pulled it. Next we have a Raichu break. This is one of my more favorite breaks due to the fact that I love Raichu, and also because of the artwork. He looks very menacing in this. Had breaks been in the Team Rocket expansion way back in the day, made by Wizards of the Coast, I'd imagine this is what a Dark Raichu break would look like. For our final break, we have a Machamp break, which just reminds me of Ben 10. One of the aliens has 4 arms that Ben can transform into, and this artwork definitely reminds me of him. The golden tint makes the face look less like Machamp to me, but I will give the artist this. The body does look amazing. Next card we have is a Charizard EX from the XY Evolutions set. Not much to say about this one, though. It is very interesting in terms of the artwork, and the golden border with the green overlapping into it makes it have a swirl effect to it. Next we have a Latios EX promo card, which I pulled from the Latios EX tin, which I did film for the channel. However, again, another goof on my part, or maybe my iPad's part, in that the iPad that I'm using to film, for some strange reason, whenever the video finishes prematurely due to memory constraints, the video that was filmed is not saved. And I'd already opened up the tin and everything, all the cards were opened, so I couldn't really start over. That's the problem with these opening videos, is that you have to get it in one take, which is why practice makes perfect. So, like the Executor Secret Rare was pulled from that, and a lot of other cards that will be showcased coming up here will be from that tin as well. Like, for instance, this Slowbro EX. I feel like standard EXs kind of have been overshadowed by Megas, but this one is one of the cutest standard EXs that I have or have seen. Again, with the swirl look to it, same with the Charizard showcased earlier. And just the way that he pops out of the card, that is what I do commend a lot of the illustrations for Pokemon for, is the fact that the artwork just pops. Another Latios 10 card, Pidgeot EX. I do have a Mega Pidgeot EX, and today, in fact, I pulled the Pidgeot EX card. Not much to say about this one, though. Again, the swirl effect, which I do like, is becoming a common theme. Next, we have an Emboar EX. Not much to say about this one in terms of any artwork, colors, or anything. I do like this card due to the fact that it evolves from one of my favorite starters of all time in Pokemon history, Tenpig. Tenpig was a starter in the Black and White games, and that is the only Pokemon game I've played. I don't like RPGs, and just the way that you have to organize a team in Pokemon kind of annoyed me, but I always liked using Tenpig as a starter. Next we have Mega Venusaur EX. The golden tint is amazing in this card, and I will say I do commend the fact that the foil also extends to the spot of where it evolves from, that I also give this card props. The border, while being golden, also has a lot of flowers around it. It makes me think of Poison Ivy from Batman. I'm unaware if I've showed you this card. If not, then I'll keep it. If I have, then I'll keep it brief. Because there isn't much to say about this. Again, swirling effect, and it's a mega. And I do like megas. Mega Gardevoir EX. This is a weaker half-art card. But I'm still pleased to have it. I love when the foil extends to the eyes, and that is the circumstance here. Next we have Dragonite EX from the Dragonite EX box. He looks more like a hot dog to me, than anything. But it is still a fantastic card and very nostalgic, because I do believe this was one of the first EX box I ever opened. Speaking of EX boxes, we have Scizor EX from the Scizor EX box. I love the swirl effect. It reminds me of the Arceus cards from the Platinum Arceus set of Pokemon cards. Next we have Mega Aggron EX. This was my one good pull from a Primal Clash 3-pack blister, if you don't count the promo. I'm very glad to pull a Mega EX, because that was the best card you could pull at the time. Type of card that you could pull at the time of Primal Clash's release, and the foil pattern. The foil just shines with the pink in combination with the gray of Aggron here. It's a very great combination, and I'm kind of weirded out by saying that, because when I first saw it, I didn't like it that much, but it's starting to grow on me. Next, we have Blossom promo, which I pulled from in the opening Pokemon cards Illuminati confirmed video. Not much to say about this, though it is not a Black Star promo, so I'm curious, what is this from? Let me know in the chat if you are watching this while it's live, or you can let me know if you later when this is posted as a video. Next, we have a full art that I pulled in the Illuminati confirmed video. We have Gumshoes GX full art, the prism on top of the regular foil of this full art in combination with the gray metallic look and the blue outlining Gumshoes. It's just an amazing card. Next, we have my only Prism card that I pulled out of the Forbidden Light Elite Trainer box. We have Lysander Prism. I'm hoping that Prisms don't meet the same fate as Breaks, and that they do continue to have a present in the format. If they don't, then I hope to pull more of them, so I don't have only one, and can at least get more than I have of Breaks. Next, we have a very poor condition Entei promo. The back is even worse, which is why I have it in a sleeve. Also, I don't want it to get any more damaged. Still a great promo, though, and I'm glad I have it. Next, we have the Surfing Pikachu Secret Rare from the XY Evolution set. This is the only Pikachu Secret Rare that I managed to pull, but I'm really itching for a Flying Pikachu. Sorry about that, guys. Next we have Ditto, the promo from the 3-pack Primal Clash Blister. Not much to say about this other than it's in the shape of Pikachu. I like to call this the original Mimikyu, even though I'm pretty sure Mimikyu existed before this. The background also reminds me of Puyo Puyo Tetris, or Dr. Mario. Video games produced by Nintendo, ironically. Next, we have a Braixen promo from a 3-pack XY Evolutions blister. Not much to say about this one. It's rather bland with what Braixen is standing on and the environments around him, but his pose is rather nice in terms of artwork. Next, we have a Komala promo from a 1-pack blister of, I believe it's Burning Shadows, but I do confuse that set with Guardians Rising. So correct me later on. Next we have Ultra Necrozma GX, which I pulled out of the Forbidden Light Elite Trainer box, a card that I did not expect to pull, and was a very good experience for me. Next we have a Mewtwo GX card that I pulled out of the Shiny Darkrai box. I've been eyeing this card for quite some time before I pulled it, and I'm very glad I did pull it. Speaking of the Shiny Darkrai box, we have Shiny Darkrai. I love purple, and this card is purple, so yay. Next, we have the first card of a 3-pack promo set from a 2-pack blister. This is Suicune. Now, this card reminds me very much of a Cobalion Holo from the Black and White days, in the sense that both Pokemon are arched while jumping over something. Next, we have Entei. Now, Entei is my favorite of the 3. I feel like Entei is the most well-known out of the 3. Or maybe that's just me favoring Entei over Suicune. And Raikou, or as I call him, Pikachu Tiger, because, let's face it, look at him. I know that may be... Wait, is that racist to electric-type Pokemon? My favorite Pokemon of all time is, well, okay, that's Cherubi, but my second favorite is Mew. My third favorite is Cubchoo. Okay, my fourth favorite is Pikachu. You have a secret? Oh. Well, thank you for telling me. I am very glad that you joined the stream for a limited time to tell me your pulls. I'm very glad for that. Next, we have a Shining Genesect card. These are reprinted from the Neo sets released very, very early on in Pokemon. In the Pokemon trading card game, these were still put out by Wizards of the Coast. For the Shining Legends set, though, I almost said Nintendo. The Pokemon Company decided to reprint the classic Shining cards for the set. I apologize for my stammer. Next, we have a Pachirisu promo for When I Was Only 2. This is he has a very neglectful trainer. The reason I say that is it's from 2007, but he's still at level 23. I'm guessing he's one of Ash's Pokemon that he sent to a computer and never touched again. Next we have a Volcanion EX Full Art Secret Rare that I did pull out of the Dragonite EX box. I believe that's still on the channel, but I may have deleted it or privated it. Due to the fact that there was an editing error in which I decided to put music in the background so that it wasn't empty, and also because it was on Christmas, and there was a lot of noise going on because of that, and I kind of didn't want all that background noise to be coming through, but I turned the music up too loud, and you can't hear my commentary, which to some would be good, but I personally see it as a flaw on my part. I then deleted the video, and yeah, so it's not up on the channel anymore. Here it is. Next we have a Venusaur EX Full Art Black Star promo. From, I believe it is called the Venusaur Figure Collection box, one of my favorite boxes the Pokemon Company has ever released, largely in part due to this card. Next, we have the 3 promos from the Shining Legends Treasure 10. We have Latios. Now, looking at this guy by himself, it just looks like a standard Latios promo. But then when you look at his brother, Latios, you realize the two arts tell a story. The Latios card is showing from Latios' perspective from a different angle, him trying to catch up with his brother. And then we have what is perhaps the cutest Pikachu card since Fat Pikachu from the base set, the Pikachu promo. I absolutely love this card to death due to the artwork. Gives Pikachu a sense of realism if you look closely at him. The next 3 promos are from a black and white era McDonald's promotion. Furfro. I did unfortunately scratch this card right here. That is very unfortunate, but it still holds nostalgic value. And the fact this has survived, I don't know how many years of neglect, but yeah. Next, we have a Woobat. My personal favorite because, well, how happy he is, and 2, because the card is purple. The next card tells a bit of a story. Now, back in the day when Pokemon cards were really, really cool, at my school, I bought theme decks because of the abundance of cards in them. I didn't play the game and I didn't really care. I just knew there was one shiny card in it, and I figured if I got all the bulk, I could have the biggest collection and I'd be the most popular person. I didn't note, however, the fact that in those binders were not a bunch of commons and uncommons. They were foil cards, and I didn't get many foil cards unless I went to McDonald's and got a Happy Meal. I also didn't know what an evolution line was, and I went to a friend who was very, who knew a lot about Pokemon and the game, and he told me that this is a teenage Ashwat. Next, I have a Jangmo-O promo from a single pack of, I believe it is Burning Shadows again, but I could be mistaken. Not much to say about this guy because I kind of forgot I had him. But now that I've rediscovered him, I'm happy to have him. among the other amazing cards that I have amassed. Next, we have another Pikachu promo. I love the foil pattern in this. Don't know if you can tell, but it's got a lot of different symbols on it. And it's very interesting. Next, we have a Snorlax holographic promo from the Snorlax GX box. I will say that I don't like the fact that they took away a lot of the cool coloring behind Snorlax, but the artwork does pop on this version, so I guess it's coolness over cuteness. Next we have a Lucario promo. I don't remember where I got this. This can be said for the next two other promos. Still a cool card though, and I love the pose. The next one's a Greninja promo. Again, no idea where I got this, but I love the stars sprinkled throughout the card. And finally, my only non-holo promo, Yveltal. This is from very early in the XY promo set, and I have no idea how I got him. If anyone else knows where this guy came from, let me know. Next, we have a Alolan Raichu from the Alolan Raichu figure collection box. Has a bit of a rainbow in the background, and he's surfing on his tail, which sounds rather painful because isn't the tail electrically charged? I mean, it may not hurt him because it may be an Alolan adaptation that the Alolan Pokémons have. Next, we have the creepiest full art I own, Flareon EX full art featuring Jolteon and Vaporeon. On the surface it may appear cute, but heads are tilted in synchronicity, and the eyes are black. Straight out of a horror movie. Next we have the original gold card, Dragonite EX full art from the XY Evolution set. He looks rather menacing, and I like to believe that the golden behind him is fire. It may be, actually, I don't know. Again, if someone else does, be sure to let me know. Speaking of golden cards from the XY Evolution set, we have Mega Pidgeot. Oh, thank you for that compliment. I am very happy with the cards that I've collected. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, so this is a Mega Pidgeot EX full art card. I liked it. Thank you very much. But this is a Mega Pidgeot EX full art card. He looks like he's swooping down at a Pokemon, but his expression also appears happy, so I need more context. Tell me a story like the Latios and Latios cards. It is a little off-center, so yeah. Thanks, finally somebody agrees with me. I try to talk to everyone at school about Pokemon cards and they just don't care. Next we have the other promo from the Snorlax GX box. Snorlax GX. So this card burns with the fire of the war god Ares himself. Look at those eyes. Also, if he doesn't look like my cat, I don't know who does. Next, we have Pokemon Ranger. Now, this one is from Steam Siege, and the Pokemon Ranger is not one of my favorite full arts, to be quite honest with you. I believe that the artwork of the Pokemon Rangers clashes with the background of the card, which is green, but that's just my silly personal opinion. Next, we have my favorite full art and one of the most valuable cards from the Ultra Prism set, Cynthia. Again, I love my purple, as I said before, and the pose just looks like she's ready to have fun in a Pokemon battle. Next, we have a Mega Mewtwo EX card. His pose reminds me of the way he may look in the Super Smash Bros. Games, such as Melee or the new one for the Switch. He's also in the Mewtwo sleeve. I did purchase those illegitimately from an Ultimate Collection box, those terrible, terrible third-party ones. I think the way it was presented got me. It was like a booster pack, a bunch of cards, and a foil card. I was like, oh my god, that's amazing. I need sleeves, has extra cards. Those cards could be old, and I was just so caught up in it, it ended up being crappy. Next, we have Mega Gardevoir EX, the better one and the full art one. Again, same pink color scheme as the Mega Aggron card from earlier, which I do like, again, on this card. Next, we have a bent, almost beyond recognition, Sceptile EX. I do believe being in the binder and in the sleeves helps the bent situation, however, it is not completely irreversible, which is a bummer. Still a great card, and I love the border shine. Next, we have a World Championships 2007 card. It's an Absol EX. A lot of people hate on the World Championship decks because of several valid reasons. They're not allowed in legal tournament play, and they're not as valuable. Yeah, but if you have some older ones, like I do, worth something, right? Next, we have an Ataria card that is not in the best of condition. I will admit that it is rather chewed up, but again, the border shine, the hollow, and it's from Delta Species. Same as the Sceptile. Next, we have some of the best cards from my collection, Mew base set promo, non-holographic. This one reminds me of the opening sequence of the anime in the theme song where Mew is seen floating in the cosmos. Then we have Mewtwo, his evolution. This one always seemed like it should be in the jungle set given the green color scheme behind him. And the hand-drawn artwork does add a flair to the card. Wait, but this isn't Flareon. I know, I'll show myself out. Once I start making puns, it's just game over. Everybody, well, don't unsubscribe, but you can leave me one hate comment a person. That's 16 hate comments, legally permitted. Now for our base set foils to finish off the live stream. We have Doduo. Reverse. I wish that this was how reverses were handled in the XY Evolution set, but sadly, this is not how they were handled. Also, I can't figure out what set this is from. I'm assuming it's a Neo set. Next, we have Clefairy, which is adorable. A lot of them look like they're in the cosmos. This one does. The base set Mew does. The base set Mew promo does. Sorry. Incompleted thought. Next we have Wigglytuff doing the same thing, looking like it's trying to kick away a Pokemon. Pokemon Livestream Fails 2018 compilation. Sorry about that. Next we have a Jolteon card that looks like it should be in the Team Rocket set due to how menacing it appears, but no, this is actually from the Jungle set. Odd. I wouldn't picture electric-type Pokemon being in the jungle. Next we have a Hitmonlee, also kicking its way through something. This background is very similar to Kabutops. Then we have my only Japanese foil. Japanese holographic Giovanni's Persian. I love this card, and judging by the pillars, I'm assuming Giovanni's in Greece for some reason. The Snorlax GX with the eyes of Ares shall smite you, Giovanni. Next we have a Dark Doug Trio card from the Team Rocket set. I never thought a Doug Trio could appear menacing, but imagine that bursting through your bedroom floor. Next we have the most purple foil I have, and it's an evolution, which I also appreciate. Dark Espeon from a Neo set. Speaking of purple Pokemon, we have a foil Ditto that does have several scratches, so it is not in the best condition, but it is a holographic Ditto from the Fossil set, so nobody can complain. Next, we have Base Set 2 Holographic Blastoise. I'm very fortunate to have this card in the condition that is in, which is pretty good considering the fact that these are second-handed. And the person that had these before me didn't really take care of them. When I got them, they were in a rubber band just strapped together. Then, the Holy Grail, Base Set Charizard. Now, unfortunately, this card is not in the best of shape, but it is a Base Set Charizard, and you cannot complain about Base Set Charizard. And that about does it. If you have enjoyed this live stream and want to see more Pokemon videos, be sure to hit that like button when this becomes a video. And subscribe to my YouTube channel for more Pokemon openings. I want to shift the channel's focus to that, and given the amount of support I've gotten recently, I think that's what I would do. Leave a comment if you agree. Without further ado, this is P.Quinn, signing off.